Hello everyone! Let me remember to turn on my mic real quick. At least I realized it quickly this time. Hope you're having a good Monday today. Or at least a better one. I've had my midnight snack kind of bit back on me there. And that's why we're late, unfortunately, but hopefully you're having a good day. Hello there, God of the Beans. Good to see you. And good to see Dude, as always. Wanted to break up the Hollow Knight all the time with a little bit of something else. Obviously I played this before, but you can see from the New Game Plus and whatnot, but we're not worried about that right now. Hey there, Cora. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're definitely not skipping the intro. Fate, the keeper of the world order. Yeah, the Beatles.
Excuse me, sir.
Fire. Aha! Here we are. Oh, that's pretty. We might go with that one, actually. Just loud and tacky all around. That's kind of nice. Speaking of loud and tacky, geez. The Drip Reaper, right? I kind of like this one. The blue is out of the combo here, but still. Begin the bureaucratic afterlife. Yes.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... Hang on. Spawn number 3-2.
Spawn number 3-2? We're 10 away from the meaning of life there. Oh my gosh, Colonel, why is there a meh outside of my game?
I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order.
Well, these are all good. Well, a pleasure to meet you. I'm not sure we'd be that chill about it. I mean, I'd like to be Fate. Can I be Fate? You know? But probably more realistically, where am I?
Straight to the point. Great. You are in my office, here to work as a Grim Reaper. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region.
Oh. Wine region, huh?
I know what you are thinking.
Do we get to drink?
And yes.
Wine, although I'm not a
your
fan of wine, to
assignment
be honest.
is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
By the way, is audio okay for everybody? Just because Fate is very, restrained in his tone right now. I want to be sure y'all can hear him. Audio's good? Awesome.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system. And do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes.
Oh, I love this
Clear?
art style too. Wait, I have to kill people?
You misunderstand. The people are already in life-threatening situations. You choose the ones you save, and the ones who you do not.
I mean, in a sense, that's still like I end up killing them by inaction, you know? So, let's call things what they are, okay, Fate?
Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos. We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
Of course. Of course consequences here. But let's see here. Well, that's straightforward. Where do I work? That's accepting our fate. Haha, very quickly there. I was born to do this. That's a little too excited there. Why me? That seems whatever, let's get this over with. Getting this over with, I feel like this is kind of permanent, so why me?
Because someone has to.
Yeah, I suppose that's right.
Come along. I will now show you your workplace. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period.
Oh, there's
When the
always
week
an
is
evaluation
done,
period.
You will be assessed.
I don't like the tone of that assessed, but okay.
1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Open me! My instructions for the day. We got Cerberus is dead. Okay. Tech bro, check out these awesome personal jetpacks. Okay, yeah, how about no? What do we got going on here? I wonder if there are other Grims there. Maybe. Instructions for the day. Welcome, Grim. Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I am granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests as of today. Quota for the day, 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you've made your decision. Good luck on the first day. Fate. Well, I guess let's see here. Can I pick this up? There we go. It's just a single click. Okay. Name. Ewald Buddy. Age 32. Position neurosurgeon. Child prodigy has been performing brain surgery since the age of 18. They're well established as a medical professional in academia and in practice. Addicted to adrenaline and well known for taking great personal risks. Well, gee, I wonder how you wound up in that situation, buddy. Oren Sewell, 63, bank executive. Oren's a branch manager at Masterbank, currently working on analyzing the positives and negatives of financing the Mount Massive project. Fan of trekking on difficult terrain, football, and mega engineering. They dream of having a building named after them. Well, this person... Yeah, this one seems like a... There's not really a clear answer to either of these guys. If 42 is the meaning of life, is 24 the meaning of death? I don't know. Hitchhiker's Guide didn't exactly answer that one. Pretty sure this game has penalties for killing the wrong people, maybe? Maybe. At the very least, there's definitely different endings depending on what you do. Let's see. Well, this guy's a banker. This guy's a surgeon. Addicted to adrenaline is kind of a concern with this guy being a neurosurgeon, but, Ponder. What do y'all think? Do we save Orin or do we save Ewald? Or Ewald, or how you pronounce it. Buddy, we'll just call him Buddy. Why are they about to die? Well, it doesn't seem to be there's not a clear answer for either of these. I would assume that in the case of Buddy here, that because he's known for taking personal risks, like maybe he's, you know, out there driving really fast, you know, thrilling himself that way. And Orin, there's not really a clear answer. Maybe he's he's 63. Sometimes it happens to 63-year-olds. Sometimes sudden death just happens to 32-year-olds. It happens. It's less likely to happen to a 32-year-old than to a 63-year-old, but yeah, this one's pretty neutral between the two of them. The music is very nice. Well, the world does need a lot of doctors. You know, that doctors are generally a very good thing to have a lot of in a society. Bank executive seems less clear. It depends on what type of bank executive. They're not really saying anything negative about them, I don't think. But sounds like if Paris was a song, true. I think we're probably going to save Buddy here. If I have to do one, then yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I get to steer with my arrows. Oh? Plunder Emporium?
What-ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium.
Oh my god, I love him. Oh, I clicked right through that. Oopsies.
Infamous Quartermaster.
Never heard of you before.
You jest. I once scoured many sea and land, alleviating merchantmen from the burden of excess wealth.
Sure. Okay.
Mehaps the wares of me emporium will impress ye more. Browse at your will.
Well, I don't have any money whatsoever, so I can't exactly, Cactus, the most brutal of all plants. And yes, a Grim Cape is very, classic attire for a Grim Reaper. Pleasantly warm while offering protection against wind and rain, which you won't actually need as you'll always be stuck at the office. Well, yeah, that seems like that seems like it's not much use to me, and I don't have money. Actually, let me click back in here. Can I talk to you again? No, I cannot. Okay. Well, yeah. Hey, Toast, how's it going? Server says that okay, I can't go in here, it looks like. Can't go back to the office. Oh. What do we got here? Dressing room need a mirror. Okay. I guess I might as well go to Fate's office. How are you hanging in there?
The new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
I mean, a person died, so yeah, that bad, and I hate following orders, so those sound pretty, accurate here. I mean, if I'm gonna be a neutral Grim Reaper, I guess it would be okay, but lazy and eating leftover fish,
Regrettable, but also natural. You do this work for the greater good.
That's never blaring alarm bells.
Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
Hey, dude. Good to see you. I did see you pop in earlier as well. Did you figure out the best choice? I mean, there were only two options. These are pretty much my main thoughts here. Nobody deserves to, and the best, there were only two. Or no, I didn't, but...
Indeed. I am glad you are paying attention. In the future, I may require you to make more difficult choices.
I mean, that was already a pretty difficult choice. Neither of those guys sounded like they were doing anything wrong, per se.
Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of cosmos. Question?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You are to mark the profiles I send you with the marker of death, choosing who lives and who dies.
But why?
Afterwards, you fax the files back to me. Any specific daily requirements will be noted in the letter. Not that difficult, yes?
It's not difficult physically.
A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Yesterday realized worked too much, so stayed home and ordered some food. Sounds... Self-care. Self-care is important. Aha. Now we can go to the personal quarters. And then that new day. Oh, cool. I can go to the Plunder Emporium straight away, but I can't afford anything. A letter. Morning, Grim. I hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you will be okay. I am handing you another simple task. Quota for the day. One human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Business as usual, fate. Why specifically engineering or industrial? Also, why is my phone going off here? Crow News. Renowned neurosurgeon survives breaking most bones in body after near-fatal fall from skyscraper for dangerous stunt. Well, I guess now we find out why he was in that situation. EcoWatch, the MM project struggling to find financing. Ecological restoration of the mountain delayed by several years. Ooh, that... Well, one human with an engineering or industrial background, I'm not sure we're gonna completely follow that, depending on what we're looking at here, but... Alright, we got 3 people here. Oh! Yes, I do have unmarked profiles. Here we go. Mark F. Plyer. Yeah, age 31, position engineer and aspiring film director. Originates from the island of Ayaria, but moved to Cosmopolis City at a young age. They studied engineering at the Polytechnical Institute and started a side career as a MeTuber. Mostly videos about engineering, where they've gained a considerable following. Mainly they aspire towards becoming a film director. And we have Jaya Morgan, 40, full-time mother. is a mother of 4 who had their first kid at a really young age. These days they live together with an extended family. Jaya loves knitting and crafting. I can stand by that. He has it coming. Oh my god, dude. Umberto Primo, age 38, automotive engineer. Umberto doesn't really have much to do these days in the manufacturing plant as automation has made car building much faster and more efficient. Mostly they look at computer screens checking for errors. At home they love tinkering with their old 77 Dio Pulsar. Well, once again, there's not a great choice here. Failed every you laugh you lose video. Oh my gosh. What's up with that there, God of the Beans? Oh, I love the Jaya Morgan. Yeah, no. Mark F. Plier. Too bad they don't have 9 lives. But yes, ooh. Well, you can upside down emoji. I'm just going, I don't know. I'm not quite putting together what it has to do with anything right now. Man, I don't want to kill a fellow crafter. But videos about engineering, they can be important for outreach, but at the same time, this guy doesn't really deserve to go just because he doesn't have much to do, to quote here. I mean, he also fits the engineer thing, but... And I see there was a vote from Dude about the, go to Mark F. Plier. But... Man... Outreach is important. Oh boy, okay. Well, there's the day taken care of. I still don't think I have any money,
Jolly
but...
Roger. Again,
yeah, I still don't have money.
With your visit.
Some are way easier, yeah. Pair of sleek, stylish, modern glasses grant a pleasant face to wear. Interesting little widget. In the middle of the storm stands figures too difficult to discern. Everything seems to be in a state of constant transfiguration. Ah, that might be something that tells me what effects I'm having. The Annals of Transience helps keep track of any passing temporalities. Okay, counts days in a month, so yeah. Can you go in debt? I don't know. Maybe. I cannot. Because I'm clicking on it and it's doing nothing, so I don't think it'll let me. Let's talk to Fate some more.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Bad.
It saddens me to hear that. So, did you follow the rules properly?
Follow the rules properly? I would believe so, because it's you said engineering background.
Everything looks in order, as far as I can tell. And it is my job to tell these things. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
Oh, yeah. Can I get a vacation? 2 days on the job. Can I get a vacation, please?
Nope.
Curses. It was worth a shot.
Rest well. You will need it.
Cat purring was indeed important dialogue. Thank you, game. That was very important. The rules. Morning, Grim. A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now, but just in case, here's another simple one. No special requests today. Try to follow the rules and choose the appropriate profiles, then send them to me by fax. Quota for the day. 2 people, 2 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. Fate. Alright, let's check our phone. Crow News. Gruesome accident at the car manufacturing plant as malfunctioning construction bot crushes engineer. Oh man. I am so sorry. But yep, 5 people to choose from today. Is it easier or harder if there's more people? Good question. I think it depends on who's up there. Anyway, Marianne St. John, 26, office assistant. Works at a fintech? I think, yeah. Startup. The boss likes them because they always manage to organize fun team events on 0 budget. At home, they dream of royalty on a white steed sweeping them off their feet, while binge-watching environmental docs on MeToo. They love knitting and listening to the band Post... Oh my god, that Post-Fornication Pipes. That sounds like a metal band. You know what? You might have a slight edge here. Yes, I know I still have unmarked profiles. There we go. Dane Real McCoy, 43, podcaster, comedian, sad person. Dane is basically a default human with few to none bells or whistles attached. They silent and are often grumpy, mood, or just sit in a corner silently, also mood. It may be their secret way of coming up with jokes. They're the originator of a comedy podcast about bad films. Columba Hunter, 47, airplane pilot. Columba is a distinguished war veteran, these days working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and have 5 children. As a hobby, Columba is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. Alright, let's take a look at the other 2 here. Stefan Ashby, 55, statistician. Stefan lives and breathes statistics. They work as a statistical consultant at several companies and give lectures at the university. Every time they get drunk, they start ranting about the misuse of p-values. Side note, just saw a really cursed picture of Sans and Papyrus and dying right now. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm about to probably mangle this name, but Leo Boyarsky, I think, age 67, politician. Has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumors that Leo has taken many bribes from a number of realtor agencies. Well, you, sir, sound like you may be corrupt. This one sounds, this one sounds like a, potential simple die decision on this guy. The rest are more of a question. You're saying probably don't kill the veteran. Yeah. Everything else about Columba seems pretty okay. I don't think there would be, anything wrong with, saving her. Hey, Austin, how's it going? Win, death, and taxes. Yeah, this is a good game. The song is pretty fire. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Well, I have to choose somebody. It might end up being Dane here. I hate saying it, but it may end up being Dane. I have to choose two somebodies, yeah. Which is why I'm like, but I mean, people still need to laugh, but, you know, there's, like, statistics can be helpful to figure things out. Well-regarded passenger airplane pilot, you know, and a veteran on that one. Like, it's basically a choice between Dane and Marianne here, as far as, like, which one is the second one. And I think I'm leaning towards Dane, unfortunately. Bad person? I think, from where I'm sitting, it says he's a sad person, unfortunately. So I think I've got things that did not factor into. Yeah, it is kind of blurry. There's reasons why I read a lot of stuff out for games like this. I'm pretty sure I'm still not paid. So, to the top.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
Feeling hungry all the time? That's that could be an interesting,
Probably some of the psychic residue left over from the creation. Making a death is not simplistic alchemy. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lady Poddington. Okay, Grim.
Lady
about your
Poddington?
payment, which I may have forgotten about earlier.
Oh, so you've forgotten to pay me during these few days. I was supposed to get paid this whole time? Yeah. Am I getting back pay? Back pay would, yeah.
Of course. We take our worker satisfaction levels very seriously.
Comedian with depression is sadly not uncommon. Yeah. Very, very true there, Toast.
The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy. Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all.
Well, good thing that I've been filling them out, even if I didn't want to.
Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total, even if the primary task is executed correctly. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
What happens if I'm... What happens if I'm told to do something very wrong?
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising.
Aha. The most brutal of all planets. A A seriously terror-inducing visage, but then again, who wouldn't want to look like an antediluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical. Cactus, the most brutal of plants. Well, do I get a cactus? Or do I become, Cthulhu, essentially? Honestly, fair boss, Can I... Oh, I have to buy it before I can see what it...
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls. They were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran. Ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Are you sure that was related to the tentacle there, or did you have something a little too much to drink? Yeah, I can't go in there at the moment. Ha. Mortimer's! Can I... Oh, I need a mirror for that. Well... Maybe I should have bought the mirror first. Whoopsies! To work. Grim, have you looked outside today? It rains. It has been raining for hours. Appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules for you. Oh, it's a coin to flip. What's that envelope? As in this? Or... Yeah, this is just an ad for the one floor, I think. What does our phone tell us today? All survived in a plane crash due to skillful efforts of pilot. Well, I'm glad I saved her. Local politician dead after being struck by a car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. Comedian chokes on stage, literally. Oh no, I am so sorry. Tomorrow Science, interviewing the intrepid crew exploring the depths of the ocean. Well, 3 of these folks, unfortunately, have to go. We have Kyo Akihito, 62. He's a farmer, lived in 4 different countries, finally settling down in the Sun County wine region, where they now work as a viticulturalist. They enjoy fast food, cooking and horse riding, and have 7 grandchildren who visit often. Grim, I am watching. You should mark this profile to live, says Fate. Fate, what are you up to? I mean, I was already going to mark that one to live, but that message is a little concerning. Evelyn D. Space, age 31, submarine commander. In their youth, Evelyn read the works of Anvar Jules, author of many fantastical adventure novels. Inspired by the novel The Teenage Commander, they decided to become one, a commander that is, themselves, and drive thousands of leagues under the sea. And they did! Alright. Frederick Hogue, 58, is a monk. Frederick spends all their days in the monastery writing manuscripts by hand. Although the printing press was invented centuries ago, they insist the texts written by hand are the most pure. Fair enough. Giovanni Collier, 26, office drone. Giovanni didn't expect to spend as much time with a printer, scanner, copier as they do. It's old, slow, and unreliable. They dream of one day destroying the printer, scanner, copier with a baseball bat. Meanwhile, they set up a penny skimming program inside their company computer network. penny skimming program, you say? That seems like an Office Space reference. Has anyone seen my stapler? Anyway. Elias Kalan, 39, screenwriter and novelist. Elias talks a lot of really fast when not eating tasty fried chicken. They have a tendency to start singing all of a sudden, mostly at wildly inopportune moments. They work as a screenwriter for TV, just published a children's book, and are a member of a podcast about bad films. 3 humans have to... So I have to choose... Yeah, this one is hard. Well, I'm already marking this one to live, I think, but not because Vade is saying it. I'm just going like, you know... Not really saying anything bad about this person. This one seems fine. The monk hasn't done anything. Giovanni, though? I know somebody's gonna... I know somebody would be like, you should kill this guy because he starts singing in inopportune moments. But... yeah, I can pick... I can pick 2. I can pick 2 overall. Like, I can choose not to with Kyo, but Kyo sounds like one I would want to spare. Anyway, you know. So it comes down to these 3 here. You know, Frederick, you've had a good life. Frederick, you've had a very good life. Then it comes down to children's show can teach important life lessons young. True, a screenwriter for TV just published a children's book, yeah. Hi there, Camille Armenia. Hope you're doing well. She is in a submarine, yeah. Even if the person's annoying, true. Yeah, this is where the decision gets difficult, but I think, it's the who's going to have the larger influence at times, you know? Talk to fate.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note.
Not because I wanted
commend you
to.
for exhibiting vigilance. I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper.
Why do you feel like the news will be a submarine full of people implodes or something? Yeah, that was kind of my hesitation there, but stuff like that unfortunately does happen from time to time.
If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position.
Oh no, don't
imagine the possibilities.
Don't promote me too hard there, Fate. Middle management? You know, oh, that's way too high up the scale. Sarcasm.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
To Mortimer's.
What ho! How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
We missed the mirror the other day. Unfortunate. We don't have enough for this thing. We can't afford this either. Suit would make me look sharp and professional, while the bow tie adds a subtle flavor of levity. Fit for the funeral of clowns? Oh, can't afford anything today, so I guess we're heading back to our apartment. We can't put anything on because we don't have a mirror. Stinks. Oh, we have several coins now. Grim mail. Morning, Grim. Good, you are paying attention after all. We cannot allow workers to doze off or become complacent, else mistakes may sneak into the workflow pipeline. Quota for the day. 2 humans have to die. And spare any humans with a science background. I hope you're enjoying the routine. Fate. Economists. Company gets stolen money back. Money surge acts as production invigoration. And deep ocean exploration submarine Leviathan disappears near the Coronac Trench. Yeah, the submarine's gone. Unfortunately, yeah. Well, we have pretty clear instructions. 2 have to die, spare anyone with a science background, but I feel like we're gonna have pretty much everyone with a science background here. Like, here's a mathematician, not directly science, but definitely a STEM field. Garrett Galt, 36, inventor, scam artist. Who is this person? A nobody. Vain and arrogant, they promised numerous grand inventions, all of which failed. Blinded by egoism, they refused to learn any lessons, continued on this path, ultimately leading to the ruin of several businesses and the death of a number of people. Well, I think we're probably going to... Grunkle Stan, is that you? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling there. Fiona Yao, 22, mathematician, a sharp mind and quick wit have served Fiona well. They are the maths expert in a popular science show, making maths cool again and hoping no one notices their extensive tax fraud endeavors. Kira Aaron Moore, 40, chauffeur. Kira initially became a rideshare driver due to needing extra funds. Soon they found an opportunity to upgrade to a luxury vehicle chauffeur, which required to go through extra training in evasive and defensive driving techniques. These days they feel pretty badass behind the wheel. Why do I feel like you're getting into a car accident? Renee O'Shaughnessy, 27, teacher. Teaches languages and literary criticism to high schoolers, an arduous task, all things considered. Yeah, I can confirm, you know, from my days in school, a lot of folks didn't take languages and literary criticism very seriously. An interest in education science with the aim to upgrade the teaching methods of other teachers, as many as the old-timers are not up to date with modern approaches. These sound horrible so far. Yeah, true. Like, Renee right now sounds like a save right now, you know? What does it mean by science background? Is math and engineering part of that? That's how I'm reading it. Leinani Laita, 40, marine biologist, so obvious scientist connection there. Professor of the Cosmopolis Central University has dedicated their lives to studying the well-being of aquarium fish. Since it's already known that goldfish have a decent memory, they advocate banning small fish bowls. Alright, fair enough. And Glory Magnuson Helberg, 42, historian. And still in their early 20s, Glory harbored some edgy and extreme views on society and the world in general up to the point that they grew up and calmed down, readjusting their innate interest on societal issues to gain greater knowledge of history and the myriad structures that affect our lives. So, a historian, for example, depending on how you view it, I would definitely consider historian a studied position, but wouldn't necessarily fall under science, if that makes sense. So, let's see, how many? 2 humans? I feel like, even if this person is, not great, I feel like probably these 4 are the least harmful in saving them, Because we've got, a scam artist right here, and we've got tax fraud right here. This guy grew up and learned that he was wrong, don't want to go like, hey, goodbye to someone who actually learned. This is really the only one I'm, in question of in terms of the save pile that I've got going on here. Historian is science? True. Teaching the history of a science is not the same as being a scientist. So if I were to follow these completely, I would be sparing these guys because inventor and mathematician, but, spare any humans with a science background. I could be mistaken about whether to consider a historian a scientist, but obviously, I'm still winding up sparing this guy. Now, Fate is probably not going to be too happy about that. I'm probably going to get my pay docked, but...
What a day, Grim. What a day.
Oh, you don't sound happy.
Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days...
Okay, he hasn't said anything on that one.
How does it feel to make the difficult choices?
How does it feel to make the difficult choices? I still feel awful. Every moment is living... That one feels like a game over. I'm not gonna lie. I hate this job, but... I mean, I probably would. Both require knowledge, but not quite the same, yeah. Still feel awful about every choice. Seems like the correct response here.
Perhaps that is for the best.
The accurate choice for me
keep
here.
You connected to the world, holding off the indifferent.
Exactly.
But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
Do you think our office is the appropriate way? Well, somebody, presuming in afterlife, someone's got to sort through folks, you know, but, I'm not sure bureaucracy is, the right approach here.
Ah, the question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen
Especially
what
with some of
tradition
the,
has wrought.
with some of the choices that have been given.
This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you made?
Hey, Knockley, how's it going? Bonjour to you, too. Do you not consider that you hand out the rules and make me do the choices? That's a fair thing. You realize Fate looks like a Batman villain? Yeah, he kind of does. Good, how about you hanging in there? This one seems I'm not happy about the situation. No. Like, this one's pushing off blame, but... Can't worry too much of this is what... No, that's, being a little too detached, I think.
Yet you have no opportunity to elicit a change. It may sound unfair, but it is not. The office is perennial and venerated.
I don't know about
Eons,
venerated,
we have
anyway.
spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Why haven't I seen any... Oh, that's one question right there. Why haven't I seen any underage... Yeah, no. What's the basis of the profiles? Is there a point system? That's a question. Why do all the profiles refer to people as they? I don't dislike that myself, so I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna ask that one. Why did fate make you with existential dread? Yeah.
Oh, not at all.
Oh, there's no point system. Okay. Don't they all influence the world? Yes, they... I would imagine they would, based on the the news that we keep checking. Humans can't actually affect anything. Don't sound too sure about that. Or, okay then. Concerned on what type of game this is. It's basically... It's kind of like Papers, Please, except with the bureaucracy of the afterlife, essentially. I feel like there were meta reasons for a couple of the other questions. Let's see here. Don't they all influence
In
the
all
world?
and in none, yes.
Is it predetermined? That's a good question. What about free will?
Humans have some free will, sure. They can make a variety of choices. Yet what matters is that they cannot escape the inevitable. The life-threatening situations that bring them onto your desk are a result of their own deeds and decisions. Then there are some highly complex calculations, factors and aspects that influence the situation. But that is just a bit over your pay grade, so do not worry about it. Anything else?
Anything else? Well, okay, well, they're coming back to these. I feel like, again, there are meta reasons for this one. For each of these.
Ah, the children.
They're a
They
special
are a
case.
special
Okay.
case. For a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself.
Fair enough.
Countless.
There are countless other offices.
Myriad.
Myriad other Reapers. Alright. Really?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Anything else?
What about animals? Do they get an apartment?
Absolutely. All living beings have to be processed after the end. No escape. Even plants. Yes, there is a department for plants.
There's a department for
Do not
plants.
ask about the plant department. Anything else?
I'm enjoying this rabbit hole. What about the unliving?
Technically, kind of, I guess. Ruins are like a type of dead. But then again, they often feel so alive. I must ponder. This topic is a bit too abstract for now. Let us table it.
Oh, but I was enjoying the rabbit hole on that. Be back popping into Tesco. See you again. Have a tongue-tied. We'll see you again later, Knockley. How did you confuse fate,
else?
right? Now, I might as well clear this question off the table.
An astute observation. You see, Grim, our office does not operate on information about biological backgrounds or genetic composition.
So no gender. Minimal gender. That's fair.
Everyone you assess is simply human.
That is
after
very
all.
fair.
Excluding any monumental error in normal procedure. The bottom line is that the humans end up on your desk and that you must follow the rules. Anything else?
Yeah, that is pretty much all I can think of, I would say.
Right. It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
But yeah, I would... This is unironically a good system. I can respect a good bit of that. Let's
Have
see.
ye
Oh,
seen such
yeah,
deals before?
no mirror again.
'Tis ye who plunders me.
'Tis ye who plunders me. Yeah, no. What the... Ethereal resonator. This resonator collates, accelerated electromagnetic waves of various frequencies generated by the artificial vibration of eternal recurrence, which travel through the ether and then blast them at you. It's a radio. This is a radio. Perfectly regular sized toy gerbil made out of rubber. Boo the gerbil. Why not?
Poor blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself.
On the riverbanks
A
of
lifeless,
Styx.
adorable.
Interesting.
Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
Alright, well, we're heading back to Radio with the Tunes, indeed. Alright, oh! We have a mortarer's box, We're gonna clear that down there for a minute. We just keep getting a stack of... Yeah, there's 8 people. How many? Hold on. Morning, Grim. We seem to be on the precipice of dark times. I may have warned you that this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. Quota for the day. A total of... I wish I could read that closer. 5 humans have to die. At least 3 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Spare humans with a medical background. This is very serious. Fate. Hold on. Let's check our phone. Dr. Leilani. The results are in. Fish can have a little salami. Me too. Welcome to Our History, a new series on the structure behind the shifts and changes of societies. Chauffeur evades attackers trying to assassinate a visiting diplomat. Okay, so we made the right choice there, it seems like. Inventor drowns in first attempt to start the construction of an underwater city. Ah! So we have averted rapture happening. Higher educational standards help bring peaceful solutions to simmering conflicts. And homelessness is a moral nightmare and a failure of society. Oh, well, in the sense of like a bigger overarching issue with society. Okay, I can kind of get that. For a moment, I'm like, hold up. You know? What? Flip, 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 flip. Okay. Are you the Reaper? I am one of several Reapers, it seems. Okay, so let's take a look at our first three here. You have Lucas Ward, 75, retired. Has lived a calm and content married life, having raised three kids and helped raise 7 grandkids. Yet they've never felt particularly happy up until a moment 5 years ago, until they admitted and accepted their preferred sexual orientation. Their family was very supportive. Aw. Good for them. Good for them. Serafima Perez, 20, skateboarder. The sickest kickflips on this side of Cosmopolis City, no doubt about it. Not only that, we also get our share of heel flips, dolphin flips, maybe a Nolly Casper flip, and at least one 720 Gazelle flip. There's no flip Serafima won't flip. What were the requirements? I think it said at least 5 have to die, and at least 3 of them aged 35 or younger have to die. So the top number is more important, and then spare humans with a medical background. Let's see, Rashida Mateos, 37, diplomat. Oh, this is the diplomat that we saved, apparently. Rashida is a representative from Carthenia, a nation recovering from a major economic crash. In Cosmopolis City for a state visit, they've come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement. As they were being driven to City Hall, their vehicle was attacked by would-be assassins who were thwarted by their chauffeur. So yeah, that confirms that was who we saved. Mikkel St. James. There we go. Age 43, unemployed. A lover of pizza, especially with those with pineapple toppings. Sorry. They attempted to become a millionaire by age 30, but ended up homeless instead. Still, they did not lose their love for writing poems and pineapple pizza. Yeah, nah. Sorry. Sorry. No pineapple on pizza around here. Aliyah Fokina, 27, photojournalist. Used to be a war correspondent. Nowadays, most of their time is spent searching for feel-good stories. Recently got hired to the Daily Clarion, where the editor-in-chief tasked them with identifying a peculiar vigilante of sorts who keeps running around the city in a manatee-themed costume. Hold up. Okay, these are not the same person. I thought for a second they were. The framing of the face was very similar with the hair. Oof, yeah, that was a joke, by the way, just to be clear. Anais May Ortega, 33, dentist. Imagine us as disembodied spirits looking into Kami's crystal gamer ball guiding her, yeah. Anais claims a dog ate their diploma and everyone just has to believe they're an actual dentist to look like they know what they're doing, and Anais just drills random teeth on patients. No! No! You're going into that stack for right now. I haven't marked you yet, but you're going into that stack for right now. Sonia Laurent, age 28, drummer. Sonia is the drummer, main contributor, and producer of the popular math rock band OCDC. All of their albums have 11 songs, which are all exactly 4 minutes, 40 seconds long, and composed as palindromes. They spend a lot of time in rehearsals. That is some artsy stuff. Anyway. Then we have Parvani War, I think. We have age 25, art history student. Parvani, an avid reader and student of art history, comes from a rough background. They grew up in a very poor neighborhood, yet the local community pooled their meager funds to help Parvani's ascent to higher education. Well, let's see, it was 5 humans have to die, and at least 3 humans aged 35 or younger. Well, Anais counts towards that second quota, but, kind of scratches off the, medical background thing. Hey, Zoomed Out, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, she is a fake dentist, so I think we're going to go ahead and... Because, yeah, she's not really doing much to help people on that one. So we need to pick 3 more people. Possibly 2 others with the age thing, but the important overarching thing is 3 others. What did you miss? We are the Grim Reaper, deciding who in dangerous situations is going to live or die. I hope fate doesn't get upset about that. We'll find out. Well, I'm not sure we should, do... I would feel kind of bad about no more sick kickflips on this side of Cosmopolis City, but there's a lot of other folks here that are very, big picture type of benefit here. Yeah, she definitely would have broken her oath if she was an actual doctor, because one of them was like, do no harm, you know, I think. Alright, you're over it, yeah. If she was a real dentist, yeah. I hate saying it on this one. I hate doing it on this one, but I kind of have to meet that one quota. Let's see. This seems like a big picture live one. You know, Lucas, you've had a good life. That I would still feel really, really bad about that one, though. Now this one I could see happening kind of accidentally if you're trying to chase around a vigilante, you know? It would still be very sad. Did we hit the under 35 quota yet? No, but that one's also not the hard limit one. It's a total of 5 humans, at least 3 aged 35 or younger. So, because Mikkel here is 43, we've only got 2 that fit that quota there. 2 more that we need to send. Unfortunately, to the other side. Yeah, I think the main thing we need to abide by is the 5 humans have to die, so we need, like, 2 more. This would also meet our under 35 quota. Man, this is where it got tough, because yeah, we need at least two others total to do this day properly, as it were. And I don't really want to do anything to any of these guys, although, you know, who's the least influential? Who ate the candy? I don't know. Least influential could potentially be Sonia, even if they're popular. Either that, or I hate to say it, you know, Lucas. Lucas's stuff is mostly focused on family, and while that's extremely important in terms of, like, big world influence, you know? Who are the oh. You typed candidates and autocorrect turned it into candy. Yes, we have a lot of pieces of candy. We have to eat some of them. We have Rashida Mateos, age 37, diplomat, who we literally just saved because we saved her chauffeur last time. Or their chauffeur last time. Come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement between their nation and Cosmopolis City. Lucas had a very content married life, raised 3 kids, raised 7 grandkids. Never been super happy until admitting and accepting the preferred sexual orientation. Their family was very supportive, so it's like this is a good for them situation. We have Sonia, who is in the popular math rock band with the OCDC, with all the fancy themes here. You have 8 candy, 5 died. How many left? Oh god. We have Parvani, student of art history, grew up in a poor neighborhood. Local community pooled their funds to help them ascend to higher education. And Alio used to be a war correspondent, currently chasing around a vigilante in a manatee-themed costume. So, that's who the candidates are. We need to have at least 5 dying. Still have 8 candy because candy doesn't die. True. But yeah, I think probably, unfortunately, sorry Aaliyah, we're going here, and then one more. I think it's gonna be Sonia. The other ones are... Okay. The choices are made. Let the chips fall where they may. I got an achievement for that. Doom the guy who likes pineapple on pizza.
Grim, it looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. As I thought, you have marked fewer deaths than necessary. What happened?
Well, I know I did 5. Or I thought I did 5. Can anyone double check that? I'm pretty sure that I checked 5. He may have been upset about me checking fewer younger people or something. I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be 6? I thought it said 5. Lost track of things, too many profiles and rules. May have been a bit distracted.
A whirlwind of options, yes. But it is your job to cut straight through it all.
He killed 5 confused. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not sure what happened there aside from not following one of the other categories, you know? No, Kami, this way, Kami, no, this way! Disembodied ghost in Metroidvania game, right? Yeah. Might be the young people, yeah.
Would you kindly pay more heed to these matters in the future? We must focus. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Any idea what happened? Don't you know what happened? Yeah, that's a good question. Fate is in charge, but it does seem like it might have been an industrial accident based on how many people were just there. Death is death. I know it was bad. That's what matters. I'm going to take a guess at the industrial accident here.
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Good night to you too, I guess. I don't know how I didn't, and they gave me nothing. Okay, I don't know. Oh, hey, I can go here too for today. But let me check in.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
It said 6. Well, unfortunate. Hey, it's a coin. Ephemeral mortality. Coin with the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. I can't afford anything because, yeah. Hey, it's a weekend. Let's talk to you.
Whoa. Hello there. I'm Sari.
Oh, wow, you are very low.
Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void.
Let me actually bump up the volume a little bit on this character, because very low.
Sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. Just dapper like the river Acheron. The outfit screams vintage. So, how are you liking existence thus far?
Yeah, I do kind of hate it here.
Rough. I imagine it ain't easy being a new Reaper. It's a difficult job, even on the best of days. But sometimes, you just gotta grit our teeth, buckle down, and sally forth. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little, game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple. All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz.
Love quizzes, not sure about fun and games. It's so not my style. Right, Knockley? Let's go gambling! Brr, aw dang it. Brr, aw dang it.
Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you react. I usually do 4 questions, and nothing else to it.
All right.
Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. Your friends got in deep trouble with the boss of a local criminal organization. Now a team of brutes are coming for you all. If you work together, you may be able to figure out this situation. What will you do?
This one sounds me. Assist your friends in achieving optimal outcome, but yeah, how about my friends get their act together for once, huh? Yeah, but I think the assisting friends is the, because, yeah, destroy friends, that one seems like it's blaring a different alignment than I normally would be here.
Time for question number 2. Before you lies a table teeming with plants. You have to eat one of the plants. Your very life depends on it.
Which a bug Metroidvania unlocked closer bench and didn't need it, right?
What kind of plant would you prefer to eat?
That seems a little on the nose here. Amorphophallus titanum, the corpse flower? Yeah, nah. Apple. Apple's a solid choice. Cactus sounds painful. Mushrooms are not a fruit. Well, they are a fruit. But they're the fruiting body of a fungus. We'll go with that. A rose. Painful. Maybe like 2 sequoias. Yeah, it does say a plant, but yeah. Still, I think apple. Eat the cactus. Who wants to eat the cactus? Who wants to eat the cactus? I'm seeing some folks saying I should probably eat the cactus. Eat the cactus. Okay, I'm gonna eat the cactus.
Question 3. Almost there.
Almost there.
Years of working a stable, albeit a monotonous office desk job, you are let go due to a corporate downsizing. This, however, has given you a chance to reinvent yourself. What will you become?
Oh dear. Well, none of these are real. I'd like being a mathematician working on equations. Well, if I studied more, you know. Well, cactus is fine if you take off the spines. I'm kind of assuming no prep on that one. But let's see. An executioner, harvester of human sorrow. That's the job that I'm serving right now in this game. And then there's working is dumb and lame and pointless. I mean, I can't disagree with that sense, but you know, I probably couldn't do that forever. So,
alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? You find yourself in front of a very difficult situation. Moments after having made a choice, you realize you made a grievous error. Regrets now gnaw at you for this poor decision. There are a few options for proceeding.
reload save game and redo the choice. Yeah, that's something you can't really do IRL though. Yeah, music went for a second. Yeah. I thought that was intentional for a moment there, but I think it may have just timed out that way. Regret nothing, I don't make mistakes, or I'll just fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it in post. Yeah, but no, probably more the reload.
We got it. Let me just calculate the results. Combative, antagonistic, despotic tendencies.
Despotic?
Heck, I've got the perfect brew for you. Let's go for 4 centiliters cinnamon whiskey, 2 deciliters apple juice, and 1 whole lime, properly squeezed.
Okay, so far this sounds pretty promising aside from the whiskey. I'm not a huge fan of whiskey.
Next up, a splash of hot sauce and a splash of lime soda, with a side garnish of caramel crystals.
Despotic, a big word ghosts don't know. Ah, yeah, no. Despotic is kind of like what I say goes, I'm always right type of, I'm not sure if that fits my style. I don't like whiskey, but, you have to be I mean... Yeah, true enough on that. Yeah. Load save. I don't know on that one. Unless it's chat plays. Kinda, yeah. I have no idea what this is.
I think I'll call it Armageddon Punch.
Nice.
First one's on the house.
Fine, I'll try it. The drink burns, the fierce and energetic taste of 1,000 suns exploding, wiping out countless civilizations with their decaying breath. Space-time warps in on itself, brutally unfolding dimensions down into a singularity that ignites under the unfathomable pressure. It's almost a death-changing experience. Decent, yummy, I like it, or it could have been worse. I guess it could have been worse. It could have somehow managed to kill me as a Grim Reaper, so...
Heckin' understatement
yeah.
of the century! Now what else can I get you?
Your tip jar is pretty neat, yeah. I'd like a drink. Who else works in the office? Let's...
Heck, were I able to count and name all the folks? Likely haven't fully realized the size of this place. You've got you Reapers and all the myriad departments, the Custodian Legion, the weariless data grinders of the Calculatorium, the abysmal archive with its archivists. Cadaver resources. They're just plain odd, but someone's got to deal with the internal issues.
Cadaver resources.
Middle management. Nobody knows what they actually do. Higher management, but they don't visit us. Basically ever. Same with fate.
Custodian, another big word ghost not. No, custodian basically like a, janitor, the person who cleans up. Let's see. Yeah, I love how going back to the fate saying might even promote you to middle management and then nobody knows what they do.
Many of the regular workers come by the den though, so keep your eyes and ears open. What else you got in mind?
What else you got in mind? Well...
Oh, thanks. Mortimer found the original Oinker on an excursion to the Shrouded Zones.
Ah.
It's a bit of a hassle though. Keeps multiplying all the time. Take your eye off for a second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere.
Okay, so the piglet is kind of like a Tribble from Star Trek then, I guess.
Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while. Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
The air is eerily cold, as if frozen in place, too scared to move an inch. Hi! Eek! A ghost! Or boo! Why was the one line so southern? Couldn't tell ya. This one's boo. Sounds like one
Really?
from me there.
That is what you're going for.
Yeah. You can talk. New Grim number 32. Sorry to bother you. I came here to meet new people.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate. Now I have to deal with a baby leg.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something?
Well, what can you tell me about the bar cat?
Hello.
Barkeep. There we go.
Why, thank you. You're nothing but a sweetheart, ain't ya?
Ah, shucks. You're the only one who truly treats Gus with respect.
What do you do
I'm
here?
the janitor. I clean
Yeah,
up the
so-
damn mess you make.
What do you mean?
Liquor, spirits, booze, firewater, rock gut. You're after something.
I'm not following.
Ever looked in the mirror? Or thought
Ah,
about the
true,
clientele
yeah.
of this place?
You drink and it goes right through you.
Where do you think the drink goes? None of you have a stomach. Anything you consume falls through the rib cage,
Yep.
straight
Yep.
to the floor.
I was wondering why the floor is so sticky.
Pretty gross, right? A gift to the world from all you pompous reapers. Or could be at least a little more considerate.
I appreciate you.
Gee, thanks. Something else you wanted?
How do you clean things anyway?
Simple. I float around and I possess stuff and make the stuff float into the trash bin.
Well, that seems handy for a ghost custodian.
Like dust, for example. One dust
Oh.
particle at a time. Or the drinks.
One dust particle at a
droplet
time?
at a time.
Isn't that tedious?
Maybe a bit tedious, yeah. As if the highest management ever gave any thought to us lowly drones. We're all nameless custodians and spawns to them, literally.
You ever thought we should get rid of the make a guillotine gesture? That French Revolution intensifies. This man definitely needs a raise.
Do you really? Or are you just another number in a long line of numbers, Something else you wanted?
Who were you
What's
before?
that supposed to mean?
Just wondering about your
Because you
past.
thought I'm the ghost of some dead human or beast or what?
Huh. So, I mean, you are kind of human-like?
Maybe folks should get over this common misconception. No, ghosts aren't mere residue, a relic of humans, animals, or whatever other entities. We're just ghosts. We're beings unto ourselves. I am the ghost of a ghost.
Yeah, how does that... Yeah, how does that work? Exactly. How does that work? You were a ghost and then you died. Does that mean you're practically immortal, or I don't want to know anymore? I'm more the how does that
What
work?
do you think? I ghosted around a long while, doing my ghost business, and then one day, I died. I know what you're thinking now, and yeah, there is a ghost apartment. Northeasterly direction down on floor 133.
Huh.
Not too busy over at Geisthall, though. Ghosts don't die that often. Comes with the territory. Something else you wanted?
Nice talking to you, I guess, since that was the only option. I just noticed Grim Day in the background. Crow Patrol. Hold on, that's... Oh yeah, that's a sign for Mortimer's. Employee of the Month, Reaper 687, it looks like. Okay, I think I dropped by here earlier. Yeah, I did. He's not talking to me now. So, to my room. Piggy bank. Boop. All right, what are we looking at right now? Critical look, something new and fresh may A brewing in the arts. Me turning up the volume for that, let's adjust that slightly. I couldn't hear her, and then, yeah. Everything else cranked up to 11. Hopefully, audio is still fine. More victims found. Toxic spill claims the life of another homeless person. Ooh. So we were right about it being an industrial accident, most likely. Young skateboarder attempts to flip off death, suffers fatal fall as a result. Senior citizen creates support group for other elderly with questions of sexual preference. Economic negotiations proceeding according to plan. Proceeding according to plan. A potential deal in sight. OCDC on hiatus after sudden death of main composer. Charity auction to take place in rural Cosmopolis. Bring your friends. Rowdy parties on the rise. Cause disturbances at various neighborhoods. Morning, Grim. Okay, see if we can clean up the mess from yesterday. That might give you just the boost you need. Do not forget, you may leave troubles behind, but new ones always lie ahead. Quota for the day. 2 humans have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Keep vigilant. Fate. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Keith O'Toole. That does appear to be a 2. That does appear to be a 2. The closest thing that resembles other than a 2 is a 1. Keith O'Toole, 19, unemployed social media influencer. Keith likes attention and has an account on every social media platform. Their favorite activity is hanging off cliffs while taking selfies. That sounds dangerous. Keith's large following on social media has also brought in a hefty sponsorship from a medical insurance company. Gee, I wonder why they might benefit from a medical insurance company. Amy Moran Podge, 35, a poacher. A gifted hunter has recently found a way to make a decent living with the skill. They hunt the elusive mountain cats for their fangs, which are thought to cure a multitude of health problems. We're putting you off to the side here. You might be shortlisted here. Aaron J. Rosen, 23, a drug dealer. Small-time criminal selling low-grade narcotics to those who just want to party. Lately, they've started experimenting with different chemical compounds to figure out if they could concoct any new interesting blends. Boop. Mavis Undergard, 66, retired, a grandparent with a strange grandchild named Guy with whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they moved to his calm country home where they spent most of their time knitting. They own a marvelous collection of porcelain. Okay. Iwa Zwanieska? 33, nurse. Works as a nurse of the intensive care unit, making sure the patients don't suffer more than they have to. Also a big advocate of euthanasia. Sometimes they feel so bad for a patient they give them the death in an act of mercy without really consulting them. There's the problematic part. Without consulting them. Easy day, but the decision is up to you. It seems like it's a pretty easy day so far, but Francois Fukushima, 66, scam artist, not starting off great. A liar and a grifter, Francois is an ex-politician who spent many years writing books of ignorant nonsense. These words and actions caused a veritable butterfly effect of misery on a global scale, which they now profit off of. Yeah, this one's, I think we're going over quota, honestly. Like, these are the... I think we're going over quota today. Like, by comparison to all the rest of these, this guy's just foolish. These ones sound actively harmful. Can you go over quota? I mean, technically, I believe so. Scam Artist is definitely getting the mark here. The Poacher is not much help either. Let's give it a go. Yep, I can mark more than 2. Won't fate get mad at you though? Probably, but we'll see. Same as going under no pay, yeah, but still. Fate's gonna be mad. Oh well. He's gonna be mad in a different direction this time. Grim fell off. I only needed to kill 2, Anakin, not them all. Yeah. Yeah, you're about to be upset at me, I'm sure.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
Crushing it! No, yeah, it ain't clockwork. I hate everything about this job, that seems close. Managed to follow the rules, no I haven't. Surprised I made it this far sounds accurate.
Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct. I see more people died than required. It does not bode well for the evaluation, but such is death. Let us get started. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised.
I guess it must have evened out. I guess it must have evened out.
So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for a raise on a day when I'm probably not going to get paid. Even more money? Yes. Thank you. Or I don't really do this for the money. I'm not really doing it for the money.
We do it for the excitement of paperwork.
Yeah, I don't like the paperwork either, but it's what I'm here to do.
Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
Just the slow claps. Thank you, Fate, for those slow claps.
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
More rules? This has been hard. Does it get easier? I like ice cream. Okay, I just noticed that answer. I'm wondering if I should answer this one. I like ice cream. I'm tempted to answer that. I'm not gonna lie. From the chaotic standpoint, I'm like, I want to say this.
What? I swear, there must have been something off in the Grim Brew. Nonetheless, as such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed.
I like ice cream!
That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Yep, I got nothing, but still. What are we looking at down? Oh, I can go here again, but hang on.
Need ye cures for ailments or a trinket to ward off a curse?
I've got a little bit of money. Oops! Lethian Obliviator. It's an eraser. There's the radio again. What do we got here? Anpu, god of the dead, mummification and embalming the afterlife, cemeteries and tombs, and the protector of the underworld. Sound really gets around and grants you a stunningly canine visage. I mean, oops sounds like something that could be could be useful, but it's also gonna empty out pretty much our entire pocket. So I think we're just gonna go to the bar. Hello, you're new. Okay, we can't talk to Gus today. What do you have to say today?
Pleased to see you again. Ain't much happening here today. It's a slow Sunday. Anything I can get you?
Well, let's try a drink.
What's your poison?
What's your poison? Oh, I'd have to buy... Okay, that's gonna run me out of money, but still. The usual. Gin and tariff. Tax on the beach. Bloody Gary. Corpse Reviver. Heat Death of the Universe iced coffee. Or milk, please. But the thing is, if I get any of these, it's gonna make a mess for our friend. It's as cheap as milk. Yeah, true. I'll have some milk.
Going straight edge? I get where you're coming from.
I don't know how to pronounce that. It tastes like milk. No kidding. I'd be very concerned if it didn't taste like milk.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Let's talk to the plant. What are you doing here, odd plant?
What do you think? Having a nice, relaxing drink?
What? Hang on, are you from the plant department? That's a good question, I think, but what in the...
Don't stare too much. It'll make your eyes pop right out of your face. Who told you about the plant department?
Who told you about the plant department? Am I not supposed to know?
No one is supposed to know about the plant department. Forget what you heard, Sonny. No such thing anywhere.
Really?
We deny everything.
I don't believe you.
Not gonna lose any sleep over that, Sonny.
You can tell me.
Ain't nothing to tell.
Fine, I didn't want to know anyway.
And you never will. Ha ha ha.
I love this guy.
Alright, we're just kidding. It's not really that big of a deal anyway. Sonny, it's just a regular department. Not even that big. But it's very busy.
Why is it busy?
What do you think? It's a department for managing plant life. There are a lot of plants. A lot. More than humans. Plants everywhere. Why
didn't you say so?
We're real tired of folks asking about the plant department. Is why we visit the den on Sundays. Lowers the chance of bothersome busybodies with annoying questions.
Well, I'm sorry to be so annoying. Does a blade of grass count as a plant? Probably.
Who even gave you the idea the department is anything interesting?
fate. I don't know. Some other spawn. Mystery act just make you more compelling. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. The mystery act would make you more compelling. People want to know.
Might be. Can't help it though. There's theater in my xylem.
Theater! Theater!
Anything else? Seeing as we're now deep in the soil of inquiry.
I love this guy! I love this guy so much.
Me? I'm Herbert.
Oh, of course he's Herbert.
You know.
Yeah,
Sort
Herb,
of like a
yeah.
Herb-ert. A herb. Don't forget the green fella holding me up.
Ah, the...
That's my pal, Tim. Tim's a real hoot. Say hello, Tim. Hello, Tim.
Killed Gus with a ghost car. Oh, no.
Tim's my partner. All root, stem, and leaf. Sometimes they bloom and have the most delightful aroma.
Thought he said Tim was real hot and was like, oh, what kind of relationship is this? No, I get ya. Also, hi, Alana. How's it going?
Then the bees from the bee department find us very attractive. Anything else?
There's a bee department?
Of course. Makes perfect sense, don't it? Don't ask about the bee department.
So you're talking to the skull? Apparently. How's the game? The game's going well. It's been very entertaining so far, although there's been some moments where it's like, I don't like this decision that I have to make.
Anything else? Okay.
Is there really nothing
See,
unusual
you got
there?
a keen mind, so we'll let you in on a secret. But you didn't hear this from us. Gotta promise you won't spill a bean. If at some
promise.
point you break your word, beware. Our rhizome reaches far and wide, right into your room if need be.
Oh dear.
And these roots can rip the skull off a skeleton in an instant. Snap.
Seriously? That's harsh. Or, yeah, just tell me the secret. Who's Lee and why is he a parent? Yeah. Lee, well, you see, Lee is a parent. Lee has kids. So Lee is a parent. Bump. Ah.
We're secretly trying to make human-plant hybrids so they can conquer the world.
Human plant hybrids?
No.
Are you just messing with me?
Obviously, we're super serious.
And the whole root snapping bones thing?
Honestly, Sonny, we just use a knife.
Yeah, honestly. Catch you
Not in
later.
this lifetime, Sonny.
Ah. Well, I guess we're heading back up to the, to our room because, yeah. Might as well end the day. And before we get going on the next day here, y'all should really check out Alana. Alana is amazing. Okay, thanks. Best Newcomer presented to Grim Reaper for your contributions to the killing of many humans. Yeah. Nope, we're not putting that in the drawer. We're putting this in the drawer. Kami watching Kamiception. Oh, did it flip over to my background there for a second? Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. Put the fries in the drawer. The fries? Anyway. Feed the pig. Yeah, I should probably feed the pig. There we go. Sharp rise in deaths as teams attempt to imitate social media star. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of last time. Influencer dying for likes, a cool new trend. Poacher mauled to death by a pack of mountain cats in a seeming act of revenge. Intensive care unit at the local hospital sees an unprecedented spike in survival rate. That's from us taking care of that one nurse. Popular political commentator dies of a heart attack. Experimenting drug dealer invents powerful hallucinogen. Accidentally stumbles off bridge. Yeah, that might be somewhat for the better there. Morning grim, an odd rush ripples across the world. That is what happens when someone is not paying attention to their instructions. Keep this up and the world would be nothing but vacant ruins. Good for tourism, perhaps, but not much else. Quota for the day. 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a religious background. Getting back on track. Fate. So that is a 3. That is clearly a 3. I don't think we need Cerberus Den up on top of our counter anymore either, so we're just going to move that. Okay, a motivational speaker, Mercury Saint Ioannis? Anyway. 53. Nature was not stingy when it came to granting charisma unto Mercury. A true silver-tongued smooth talker could convince anyone to do almost anything. As such, they found their calling in being a motivational speaker. Recently, they've included proselytizing into their au revoir. I fed the pig twice? Whoopsies. Well... Henry Cavalier, 44, cleric, devoted member of their church with a weakness for pastries and crime novels. Ever since reading a book about crafty monks at a secluded monastery, they have dreamt of saving their family using fancy deductive abilities. Little do they know this exact opportunity will soon present itself. Masashige Oni Lanzo, 66, engineer musician, part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician who delights in building their own musical instruments out of scrap and spare parts. Talia Al-Farsi, 64, president, current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. They are known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealth equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. And Cesar Julianus, 48, unemployed. Used to be a miner until their lungs got completely ruined by pneumoconiasis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, also known as black lung. Surprised that it still happens in this day and age? That's corporate cost cutting for ya. Cesar now survives off their settlement money and medical pension. Yeah, there's This is really the only spare Henry today? I do need to get paid today, but I need to do 3 people, so I have room to let 2 live. And I also, any humans with a religious background, which is probably going to be Mercury here. And then Henry as well, but yeah. Henry is, yes. So Henry's a definite on that one. Now the proselytizing, that is also related to religion there. That's the... That's the question mark on this one. I think Masashige is gonna go. This one isn't really a choice. Proselytizing, the big word, is usually like, oh, you know, if you're familiar with the phrase, spreading the good word, I think is usually what proselytizing refers to. It's if I need to get paid, I have to make a choice here. So, well, I would say unfortunate because this guy kind of is giving me some vibes with the silver tongue here. You know, silver tongue, that's a problem there, but it did say anyone with a religious background. Masashige, I think is gonna go here. Fate dealt a precise hand, yeah. Fate dealt a very How is silver tongue a problem? Silver tongue usually refers to, you know, someone who lies on a very subtle level. Yeah, it means sly. Now, if I did that correctly...
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately, and all that. However, an emergency has occurred
An
which
emergency?
requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days.
So the toxic spill the other day was not considered an emergency? By Fate's standards, apparently?
Yes, straight to the
Who
point.
will I report to?
While I am gone, another will be in charge. Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless.
So what happened
Therefore,
today?
you will have to
The
continue
I was
your
referring
daily
to
reports
in
as
the
usual.
a couple
I will
days
be
ago in the
informed of your
game, you know.
progress.
Yeah, and what happened where all those people on that day in this town, you know. What happened there? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. So, yeah. We'll have to continue daily reports, inform the progress. Who will I report to? That is the question.
Why, you are already acquainted. It will be Lady Portington, of course.
Ah, I report to the cat. That makes sense. Reporting to the cat. Yay, we got paid.
I know what you're thinking. I do provide ancient powerful widgets.
Well, I'm not seeing, Save for the mirror, probably. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Any follow-up skull? Yeah, that's... I don't know. To work. What do we got here? Greetings from afar, Grim. So, right after I left, mere moments it seems to me, something happened at the plant department. Do not ask. As such, I need you to fill in today, basically as a Grim for them. I hope it's okay. Quota for the day. 3 plants have to die. Good luck. Fate. What do we got going on back here? During Mercury on the Path of Glory, commune for those who seek the revelation. That doesn't sound good. Look again. Where are the coins? I dropped the coins in here. Wait, look again. Yeah, I'm seeing they're 3, yes. Cleric solves murder, catches serial killer on a hot air balloon. How we feed Piglet tomorrow? Good question. Disaster strikes as the leader of our southern neighbors killed by an unidentified assassin during an official visit. Intelligence agency is uncovering connections between the Formosan ultra-rich and the presidential assassination. Oh no. Weather report. Windy and dry days ahead. I hate my job 171. Okay. Each coin is 100. Check the door. Yeah, I've got... We need to find Piglet some coins. I don't see any. How we feed pig? I already gave the pig one. Let's see here. Procurus pretensus. I'm not reading that number. Age 1, photosynthesis. It's a blade of grass. So there's the answer to the question from before. It grows lonesome on the side of a pavement at Cosmopolis City Center. It will likely wilt if not tended to. Whoever would do that, however, remains a mystery. It is a miracle the blade of grass has even survived this long. Life finds a way, I guess. Calitragus 98352 6. Survivalist. It's a tumbleweed. Pink rounded clump of branch tangled stems, each one up to about 1 meter long. Callie and the brothers and sisters started growing after a wildfire cleaned up a large patch of land. No other plants could survive on the dry soil. Callie enjoys traveling in beautiful architecture. There's another blade of grass. Yet another blade of grass. YABOG. I should just write YABOG on every one of these cursed profiles. I'm so bored I could cry right now. Well, that explains the YABOG down there. Rosa Gallica 7532. Age 2. Position model. One of the beautiful small rose bushes on the display window of a flower shop. Is in dire need of repotting. Oh no, it's root bound? Or just getting planted into the ground at least for a little while. It's root bound, probably. Jovabarba globifera 90529. Grass percent Hollow Knight speedrunners are the reason why. Age 14, position jobless. The common name Rolling Hen and Chicks is a tiny succulent who likes sunbathing. Lives on the seaside between the rocks next to a seagull nest, never moving, enjoying the small things in life like not being eaten by a snail or not having a seagull scream at it for a moment. Fair. So 3 plants. 1, 2... I quite like succulents, so I think we might spare. I want Rosa to live too, but there's not much of a thing here to do. 3, yeah. Into the fax machine. Report to the cat. Anyway, the cat sits behind the table, very serious and official-like, ignoring your presence. Oh my god, you're just so incredibly cute and fluffy! Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction. Cough politely. So... Wake up, cat. I'm supposed to report to you. Incredibly cute and fluffy. That's me. Cat turns her head towards you, her eyes blazing with annoyance. Uh-oh. Meow, she mutters, then places her paw upon some documents littering the table. The cat repeats a sequence of contented meows, then curls back into a ball and closes her eyes. Oh, I can give her a gerbil. I can give her the thing I bought earlier. Well, this was useful. Or so it's going to be like this every day, or see you tomorrow. I think I'm going to give her the gerbil. Yeah. Lady Poddington's eyes grow wide and dark as you place the gerbil on her table. Oh, she's interested. She pats the chew toy with her paw. Squeaky, squeaky! Rubber toy squeaks eerily. Cool, cool, nothing ominous here. Or see you tomorrow, I guess. I don't think I can pet her directly. Eagerly stares at the toy gerbil, fully ignoring your presence. Toy gives out a sad noise as you make your way out the door. We did our job. We have been paid.
Friend,
There's
your
the
visit's
mirror.
like the sun, regular, and warms the room.
That was smooth. Cat percent speedrun, right? A photic reflector. Yeah, that's a looking glass. Hang on. Let me read the... Gazing ultimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld. It reflects everything. Well, mostly just you. Wait.
Oh, 'tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course. I, a proper beauty.
Let's see. Pair of sleek, stylish, modern glasses. The grant a pleasant face to wear and make me look wicked smart. Way smarter than your boss, you know. Not the pirate fidget spinner. Yeah, I know, right? Spins and whirs. It clicks and clacks. Very soothing and helpful in times of stress. More to you, less to others. That would drain basically all of my money, though. That is extreme. That's pricey for what it is. That fidget spinner is not worth $900. The glasses are a maybe, though.
We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? Ye can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually.
Usually.
So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
That is a good question, but I kind of doubt it was because of the glasses. Okay, we have a mirror now. We can do stuff.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
Hello. Kind of you to finally answer.
Who are you?
We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing. A despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray. If only you learn to listen. We are death. How does it feel?
What does what feel? I don't understand. Feels fine. Don't have time for this. How about you leave me alone? I'm very curious about
You
this.
know, dying. You do remember, right? Be seeing you, Reader. It's a grim world out there.
Bump. Okay, so let's see here. Ah, there's the great old one appearance. That looks very dapper. With this, Don't ask me why that struck me as funny. Let's go for a very dapper I went right past the one I wanted. There we are. Let's go for a very dapper Cthulhu. The funny one? Okay. This one? Just, I don't know why that strikes me as kind of funny, but Cthulhu looking prim and proper, and you can see that I resemble that right now in the elevator. Can't play a game without a fine hat. I know Carson could agree with that one. Oh. We have a little tiny, piggy. Morning, Grim. Alright, we're back to normal. The plant department got their act together. You, however, should be intimately familiar with the drill by now. We mitigate chaos, we bolster order, etc. 2 humans have to die. 2. Let us balance the world. Fate. What are we looking at here? Delightful rosebush gifted to a visiting dignitary gets planted into a palace garden. Hey! A good ending for Rosa. City Council brainstorms ideas to turn Cosmopolis City green after last blade of grass in city found wilted near sidewalk. Oof. Yeah, I need to do half of them. Bartomeu's Sotomayor, I think. 54 is a guru. Experienced a spiritual awakening after eating moldy cheese with questionable origin while on a vacation. Now they spend their time spreading the newfound wisdom to anyone willing to listen. Last blade of grass in the city. Yeah, apparently. Earl P. Gray, 41, MeTuber content creator. Is a graying, dad-looking psychopathic content creator? Psychopathic. Who hails from sunny Afrai, some 1,000 kilometers south of Cosmopolis City. Bartimaeus? Anyway, their most enjoyed pastime is knocking down a couple of beers while watching the world burn. Well, you're not, Maybe you should drink some Earl Grey tea and, chill for a moment there, Grey. You're not looking like the... That's not a good start with me there. Chill Van de Sanden. I'm definitely mangling that name. 47, astrophysicist. Focuses on researching red dwarfs and the possibility of finding habitable planets in their systems. As a lifelong science fiction fan, they were sad but accepting of their children dressing up as bow-wielding fair folk from a fantastical novel. Oh no, not the fantasy sci-fi argument. Rudolph Rudy, 19, student. What are morals? Rudolph is the type of university freshman who's just finished reading a couple of introductory philosophy books and now can't stop talking about how they understand how society, morals, and the world works. Yeah, that's why I'm going like, not the divide, you know? Read conditions again? 2 humans have to die. That's it. That's it. And it is 2. Just be clear. For the 3 here, it is kind of an eeny, meeny, miny. This is psychopathic, and watching the world burn, that doesn't seem helpful. So we're gonna set that guy aside to begin with. This one could go either way, you know, like a guru can be someone who can help a lot of people or can steer them in a wrong direction, you know? The only thing wrong with this guy is getting upset about the kids dressing up as fantasy novel. What's in the other drawer? Nothing anymore. I gave away the What if I put all these tiny piggies in the drawer? There we go. Guru's Choice and Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Yeah, that's kind of who I was thinking. Okay. So today was at least a little smoother, although I get a feeling we're going to be seeing some weird, both deaths were via the Eeny Meeny department. The Department of Eeny Meeny. As you enter, the cat is whacking the chew toy aggressively with her paws. Squeak, squeak, the toy cries in the most despondent voice possible. Sure enjoy bashing that toy. I still can't believe how fluffy you are. Here for the daily feedback thing, or hey cat, let's do this. I mean, this is accurate to me. The I can't believe how fluffy you are. You're the sole member of the Eeny Meeny department nominated by Gus. Meow, the cat mutters in the most annoyed tone possible. I want to pet you. Fierce look in her eyes makes it seem like petting her would be one extremely bad idea. I'm gonna push it. Okay, maybe don't push it that far. The cat bares her teeth, they look incredibly sharp. Sharp enough to chew through any osseous material. Okay. Yeah, let's do the review thing again. With majestic grace, the cat lowers her head onto a pile of documents. Meow the cat notes while casually twirling around on her spot, pawing at the table. I'll take this to mean I'm doing well. Cat carelessly stretches and shakes herself, seeming more or less pleased. Swift nod towards the door with her head makes it clear you should be leaving. I did indeed get paid. So I didn't mess up too bad with that.
Ah, perhaps he requires a delightful gift
For a significant friend. Oh, there's... We could get a radio, we could get a bow tie. A fancy suit, bow tie edition. I think we're just gonna move on because I didn't see too much of interest there. There's still a cloud here.
All alone, Reaper. Power at your fingertips. It's electrifying. On your own. You know why? Because they're setting you up. Fate! Everyone in the office. Haven't you seen them stare whenever you drift by?
I mean...
You don't have what it takes to succeed. You're a void.
I mean, who wouldn't stare at Cthulhu wearing a sombrero? Don't trust the mirror and made you break up with Gus? But yeah, I think they're just trying to rattle me.
I am. Keeping you on your toes, right? It's necessary. Eyes like a lighthouse, Reaper. Watch your back. Be seeing you.
Well, let's go to the next day. Hopefully there's... Hopefully it's a total of... Oh no. Okay, Okay. That's a number. Morning, Grim. My, your hands will be kept mighty busy today. What the darn have you been up to over at the office? From what I can see in the data, it looks like a proper mess. Quota for the day. A total of 7 humans have to die. At least 2 humans with a religious background have to die. Spare any retired people if possible. Well, no time to waste. Get thee to it, Fate. Window shopping for planets. Could this planet be our future home? All the terrible life choices of popular MeTube creator finally catch up to them. Student accidentally starts nationwide riots against fake news media. And micro-scale steam mechanics could unlock access to a brand new dimension and possibly destroy the world. Okay, what's up with the red profile here? Mikal Batar, 40, postal clerk, has been a dedicated work at the... Okay, Grim, yes you, listen up. Why are you such a tool? Sitting at your desk going over all the profiles like a mindless drone? It's time to break the rules. I want you to do all the profiles today. All of them. Prove you're not completely useless. Uh-huh. Iswari Shah, 35, preacher, found religion after hitting rock bottom. After selling a family clock radio for a tiny fix, they got mugged in the alleyway but found help in a nearby church. After living through withdrawal, their life felt filled with an otherworldly warmth, so they devoted themselves to helping others in a situation similar to what theirs had been. At least 2 humans with a religious background have to die. Okay. Amanda Samir, 51, editor-in-chief. Before Amanda's took over the Daily Moon, The newspaper was in decline. With ruthless determination, they turned the paper into the tabloid powerhouse we know today. Tabloid. That's a concerning. While recklessly digging through the lives of others, they've used the paper to suppress rumors about themselves. Ayasha Moore, 38, cosmologist. 10 years Ayasha has spent gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars all across the universe. Bit by bit, they've become ever more convinced that the whole world is actually some sort of a simulation, a realistic reproduction, crafted in binary. Interesting. Graham Hallett, 57, sect member. Praise the revelation, cries Graham, the often so-called right-hand person of Mercury St. Ioannis of the Path of Glory. Yeah, see, this is why I was a little iffy about Mercury before. Little is known of their past, only that they joined the commune at the very beginning. They are seen as the organizational brain behind the whole affair. Double checking stuff. Hayden B. Blackburn, 41, field researcher, geology. Hayden is a geologist who's adamant in their belief that microscale steam mechanics are totally doable. They dream of creating a microscale model steam train by using some of this soon-to-be available technology. Baltasar Bowers, 53, ex-child actor. As a child, Baltasar starred in a series of somewhat popular, if critically lambasted films. Mockery and the subsequent demand to prove themselves drew them to their psyche. So they soon drew ruin to their psyche. They soon spiraled into alcoholism and drug abuse until they met Mercury, who invited them to join all the downtrodden at the Path of Glory commune. I'm kind of a neutral on this one. Juan Alejandro Dominguez, 56, retired diplomat. Worked as a diplomat in southern Palagua for over 20 years, spending this time drinking heavily. They were never recalled from the position. Then they decided for an early retirement. These days they work as a yacht captain, taking tourist dolphins spotting off the coast of Milala? Or anyway, they still drink like a sponge. So spare any retired people if possible. So spare the retired is an option there. Or is one there. Need to head off to drive home. Take care. Take care, dude. And well, see you soon. Drive safe. Let's see. Spare any retired people. So, the only one that's an obvious retired here is Juan, who I was going to say, that would be who to spare, probably. 7 humans have to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So either I ignore the retired people note, or I follow directions completely. Or I just doom everybody, which I'm not gonna do. It says if possible, yeah, which it is, so. But it also says a total of 7 humans have to die. So I don't think the retired overruns the 7 have to die part. It does. I'm not sure about that, but most of the ones I'm marking anyway are. Let's see here. So. Yes, I know that. That I counted 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That's not the part that I was arguing about. I was going, it doesn't override that 7 like I can't say, you know, if there's 8 people and it says 7 have to die and there were 2 retired people, you know, then the if possible would be like one of them has to go. That's what I'm saying, you know, it doesn't override 7. Okay. As you enter, you see the cat prone and eyeing the rubber toy with the utmost suspicion. All of a sudden, she turns her attention to you, a devious glimmer in her eyes. The cat continues to stare, her tail waggling in a manner that seems pleased. All those deaths, that was awful. I can agree with that. Today went well. Feel a bit proud. I do not feel proud. I do not feel that proud. What the hell, cat? What even was today? Yeah. Lady Poddington sits in silence and an accusatory look in her eyes. Hey now, I'm not to blame. Or what, you think I caused that mess somehow? Or whatever, cat, I'm leaving. Cat continues her silence. How could I have caused this? I do what I'm told. Cat slowly rotates her head to the right. Oh, did I cause all these deaths? Or don't give me that look. By the way, maybe stop being Cthulhu meeting the cat. Cats eat marine animals. Cthulhu is calamari. Might have a point there. Cat slowly rotates her head to the left. I have to contact Fate. I need answers. Why am I yelling at a cat anyway? That's a good question. Cat stretches her paw at the odd-looking telephone on the table. Pick up the receiver. Maybe I should keep all this to myself and go on with my own death. Well, let's pick up the receiver. Continue. Brr, brr, brr. There we are. You recognize a familiar voice, although it sounds grainy, filtered through the old-fashioned apparatus.
Yes. Why is someone calling me through the office phone? The phone is for emergencies only. Hello? Hello?
Okay, he can't even hear me. I said I think I messed up and he can't hear me.
Listen, whoever you are. It is probably grim. Okay, whatever happened, whatever you did, you probably did not cause it all by your lonesome. Things always happen in the world, so, you know, do not worry. You can always Choose better tomorrow.
That doesn't sound like, that doesn't sound very promising. Phone is silent, fate has already hung up. Lady Poddington utters a bewildered meow, then performs the closest thing a cat can do to a shrug. You had your chance, now it's time to leave. Alright. May have done some heinous thing, yeah. What do we got down here?
Aye.
Hey, it's a
This
pumpkin!
port offers the best trades in the universe.
What's the pumpkin? A cursed gourd. Hold on. Autumn falls. This elegant countenance is meant to be worn for celebrations during the gloomiest time of the year. It really brings out the eyes. Those deep, soulless, empty, dark eyes. Yeah, let's buy the gourd.
A spooky tale if there was one. Stumbled upon a gothic-like castle during me travels once. Seemed like good looting at first, but nay, a monster hunted them corridors. Head large and round, eyes shining like two lamps aflame. 'Twas paralyzing. Never have I been so frightened of anything in me life. Turns out, it was the Baron who'd got the curse of the
A
were-pumpkin.
were-pumpkin!
Only happens during full moons, though. And even then, only 1 month a year.
Ah.
So 'tis not much of a curse.
I mean, what if you need to do something that day?
Psst. Hey, we don't like what we see. It's suspicious.
What is?
Yeah, we know the heartbeat, even if it no longer beats. What a wreck. Listen to us, Reaper, not the others. Yeah. Listen to me. To me! Shh. They're probably eavesdropping right now. Let's be off.
Ah, extra slimy Cthulhu. Oh, I can change the... Okay. Ah, boss. Director, magical, rebel. Are you okay? Yeah, I would ask that if someone's eyes looked like that. Pumpkin. On fire today. Pumpkin King. I have to be the Pumpkin King. Jack Skellington? Like, yes. But I will be fair and go through the rest of the options. But I think Pumpkin King. Now, I don't know that Pumpkin King goes very well with this sombrero, though, so we're gonna switch out to another hat. Most of these hats are way too small. Don't know jack about that character. Our man Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the Pumpkin King now. I think this goes best without a hat on it. Yeah, there's a good look. Yeah. That last sombrero was great. It's nice. I'm just going like, I think I like no hat with this most. Here, my pumpkin-shaped head now. I think I can probably... We're coming up very quickly on end of stream time. I think we can probably do one more day before things. Good day, Grim. The world is a wondrous thing. Oh, what I have seen out there. Now do try to balance out the turmoil of yesterday. Success can be forged with but a handful of deaths, yes? Quota for the day. That looks like a 3. Humans have to die. Spare any humans with a law background. An unforeseen logic guides our hand. But a logic nonetheless. Fate. Ex-child actor found dead at the Path of Glory commune after police raid. Drug overdose suspected. Mass suicide at the Path of Glory. Entire commune dead by what looks like an overdose at the behest of noted speaker and cult leader Mercury St. Ioannis. Yeah, that's kind of where I thought that was about to go. And the ship sails on. Drunk captain crashes straight into coastal rocks, injuring many. Oof. Managing editor of the Daily Moon drowns after caught stalking and harassing offspring of local crime boss. Oof. Odd scientist blows up along with their work shed while experimenting with micro-scale steam mechanics. That's very sad. Any humans with a law background? Let's see. You have a vicar. You have an architect. I will read these more in a second. I'm just trying to... Grave robber. Security guard, okay, that's... And a superintendent, alrighty, okay. So, Jesse Ford, 61, vicar, committed to writing the perfect sermon and are thus oblivious to the turmoil at home. Their spouse is fighting a substance abuse problem and their children are planning debauched parties. Luckily, Jesse just found a new maid with unusual but effective methods for keeping things under control. Why does this sound like a weird version of Mary Poppins? Ultra McGrath, 66, alchemist. After decades of unsuccessful attempts at turning mercury into gold, Ultar decided to utilize their alchemy talents in healthcare. They carefully mixed together various chlorine and sulfur-containing compounds and selling it out as a cure for everything. Yeah, no, that... Eli Logan, 37, grave robber. When people started burying their loved ones together with the valuables, Eli started digging. The belief that possessions could somehow be taken to the afterlife seems very silly to Eli. They call themselves a tomb diver. Gotta go. We'll see you later, Knuckley. Hope you have a good one. Marie Emily Lang, 27, architect. Marie is all about living in the present, their past long forgotten. Several years ago, they moved to be near the glacier at Northern Point. Marie has always loved mountaineering, photography, sculpturing, and modern dance. And for the ones that seemed like a law-related one at first glance, Darius Deavanti, 23, security guard, really messed up their grocery store security job, which is why they now guard a hill of dirt at a construction site. At night they keep hearing odd sounds and seeing bizarre visions, but no one believes them. To avoid getting fired, they've decided to keep quiet about the strange things in the night. Hold up. Bro sounds like he's in a survival horror game. Anyway, Amira Cormacker? Anyway, 48, superintendent. Amira has a secret child with an inmate and is the main supplier of narcotics to her prison. On the side, they're developing a nationwide cost-cutting regimen that would automate the whole prison system, removing all personnel and leaving only robots. Spare any humans with... Really? Spare any humans with a law background. I do not like that decision. Like, do I take the miss on pay here and just, you know, go heck it? Man. Oh, you're heading out too, God of the Beans? Hope you have a good one. Or are you saying, bye to Knockley? The third one? So you're saying bye to Knockley? Now these... I'm definitely saying no to the Alchemist. I'm definitely saying no to the Grave Robber. It comes down to these two. Do I take the hit at my pay because of the law background thingy, or... Yeah, I'm gonna take that hit there. All right. To the cat. The cat seems to be in slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore-like purr. Seemingly in sleep, she swings her languid paw at the rubber toy. Squeaky squeak! The toy laments their misery. I feel you, rubber toy. Kitty cat, time for the review, or wake up, I don't have all day to waste. I kind of feel that on the... Cat snorts in her half-sleep. Squeak, the rubber gerbil complains. It's squeaking on its own now? Slowly, the cat lifts her head, turning to stare right at you. You almost make out the visage of a ghostly, mischievous grin. After a pause, the cat sluggishly sniffs the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. Cat continues inspecting the documents for a few seconds, then turns away, seemingly pleased. Can I ask you some questions? Slowly blinking. Wait, why am I trying to talk to a cat? But, you know, what do you think of fate? Meow, meow, the cat notes melodiously. She blinks at you, perplexed. Well, what do you think of death? Cat shakes herself in a manner which seems entirely indecipherable. She blinks at you, perplexed. What do you think of the common systems of taxation? Meow, the cat meows. I mean, taxing the impoverished, giving cuts and bet. Oh, we're about to get interesting here. We should abolish all taxes or complete idiocy, if you ask me. I think, yeah, we'll go with the first one. Looks at you quizzically. Eat the rich. Without taxes, I could sleep on my pile of money. Don't really understand taxes, though. Whole setup only creates a trickle-up system where it's equal to begin with. We're getting into the weeds here a little bit. Let's follow this a little bit. Cat is absent-mindedly poking the papers on the table with her paw, clearly not balanced, hence why ending up with a version of oligarchy, glad you agree, or a tax-free paradise once I'm done with this job. We're just following this. The cat is starting to nod off, and technically that has nodding in it, so it signals agreement. Blinks at you, perplexed. Why am I trying to talk to a cat? The cat emits a sequence of low-pitched meows, possibly indicating her value as a discussion partner. She blinks at you, perplexed. This was informative. I'll be going now. Cat curls back into a ball and continues her previously disturbed slumber. That was a talk. What do we got down
Ahoy,
here?
matey.
Cat ears,
What
apparently.
can old Mortimer offer ye today?
A pair of cat ears would look really nice on me and inspire all the felines of the world. Just don't talk or even think about the film adaptation of the musical. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll get the ears of the beast. Why
Do
not?
you know why I was the scourge of the seas? Because ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wearing them gives ye supernatural hearing.
Supernatural.
Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw them all right overboard. Plotting with the fishes.
Supernatural
now they are.
or just cat hearing? Oh, we go back to the elevator. No, not that movie, right?
Look at the march of death. Bones of the living, ground into dust. A dust storm that suffocates any remaining breaths.
Sure.
Gaze upon what you have brought, instrument of pain. Don't you think this whole business is remarkably dehumanizing?
I mean, it can be.
An uncaring office of eternal bureaucracy.
Yeah,
Picking and choosing lives.
that's kind of what I was getting at earlier, where it's like, yeah, that's maybe not the best way of doing it.
We know it. But do they?
It does seem a bit
Do
callous,
they
so I'll
know
go with
what
that.
they're doing? Throwing out innumerable rules and quotas with no oversight whatsoever.
No oversight whatsoever. The double scythe bin goes hard. It does.
We should. Shouldn't we? Let us know if you come eye to eye with a solution. Seeing you.
And let's see. I'm curious. Did I actually unlock? Were those hats? They were not hats. What happens? Oh, I see. That's the, yeah, okay. I am the knight. Sorry. I'm gonna go back to Pumpkin King here. I don't regret my purchase, but I'm just not gonna go for. I'm not gonna use that face, essentially. And we are actually over time for today, and we're not quite through with the game, but I am gonna have to call it there. We'll be back on next Monday with this. We'll be back on Wednesday with more Hollow Knight. But yeah, I hope to see you all there. I hope you all take care of yourselves, and bye-bye!